Oklahoma Sooners taking on a team looking for its first win, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Mississippi State about to boot it away as we start the festivities. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Sooners offense is on the field for the first time today. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
Trying to make magic with his feet. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. They're getting this guy lathered up. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Hawkins. He's got his man. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road, bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
The Bulldogs offense will go to work for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. Mississippi State going up tempo. They'll try to get the first through the air. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
Power football with the run. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, going up top. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Running it back, it's Anderson. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
The give is to Williams. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the ball is picked off. He'll try to take it back. The 20. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll start this drive with a pass. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Leaves it with the running back. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really...
Touchdown! The quarterback sneak pays off as he gets it across the goal line. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Wants to throw on 1st down. Getting some heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. At the 35, he's got room. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. And the Bulldogs moving quickly to the line. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. They'll try to run for it. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop. And you better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. 9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Wide receiver coming across in motion. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the 1st down. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. He'll pull it on the read. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. Mississippi State lines up with a 1st and goal. Wide out in motion. They'll try to blast their way in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. And they've inched closer and closer, and still 2 yards to go for the touchdown here on 3rd down.
Encroachment. Defense.
So the penalty on the defense, but they don't really give up much ground. There's not much to lose this close to the end zone. The intoxicating aroma of the end zone is so close, right on the... And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Yeah, and you failed on 1st and 2nd, but on 3rd down, you give it to the big fullback, and he does the rest. Lower the shoulder, lower the pads, run physical, and get in that end zone.
He'll try to tack on one more. Right down the middle. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the ground with the back. At the 35, he's open. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the 2nd quarter. How about these 2 running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the 1st quarter stats. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. He's going to pass. He's going to take off. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that 1st down. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing.
It's a mid-stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting them pushed. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Mississippi State right back to the line. From the gun on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Looking to scramble. He's going to run it.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Signal goes into the air, and he makes the fair catch at the 10. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some 1st downs. Get some positive momentum.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. The offense set for a 1st down play. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. They get him on the ground. Didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. They'll run play action.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
The give to the tailback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. 3-and-out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the returner will be brought down. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try to capitalize on this field position.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They'll give it to the back. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
Good job on defense, getting a hand on it, tipping it up in the air. They weren't able to pick it off, but they do force the incompletion.
Quarterback checking off. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the offense is running towards the open grass, right? They're going toss play to the field with way too much penetration defensively, forcing that tackle for loss.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Going up top. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Got some room to run. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception.
Man, teams that play cover one at an elite level have an elite guy in the middle of the field that he's playing zone, everybody else playing man, and he can cover so much ground. You watch him run, he breaks on the football when he needs to, goes and makes the big interception.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Mississippi State going up-tempo. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Pressure coming. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. On the move, he fires. That is just a sideline credit. Roll, catch, toe drag, everything you want. And now a chance to pull even. 1st and goal as we get late in the first half. Looking to throw. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area you're going to bow up. Nice job on 1st down stopping. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
3rd and goal coming up here. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high, and wide on that one. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Sooner offense returns to the... After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Gain of 17 on the play.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Makes the grab on the left. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. They'll throw it on 1st down. He's got his man. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the 1st down. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on 1st down. The short hands, it's Anderson. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. They'll immediately call timeout.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Let's see what they've got on second down. The give to the back. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. The Sooners looking to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. If you want to look on the bright side, at least you can pile up a bunch of yards if you can move the ball, because it is a long way to the end zone.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want, because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now on the option. Now the pitch. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Starkville. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. An offensive showcase, yes, but it's been those dynamic running backs who have set the pace. I'm curious to find out if this ground and pound approach is going to continue into the second half, or if one of those defenses will actually show some pride.
And the Sooners will boot it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Mississippi State right back to the line. Bully ball on third and short. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Motion from the offense. Looking to throw on second down. Using the quick game. Makes a grab, and he's dragged down. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. They're bringing heat. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often, because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
On the return, it's Anderson. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Line gets set, first down. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Pulls it in. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. And another big play from a Sooner receiver. We've seen that before. Some places you might get grades like C, D, all A-pluses here.
And he grabbed it like a lamb and serving up busted chops like you've seen this offense do so many times in the past.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Empty backfield, 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 12. Looking for a man, it's Hawkins. He finds his man. Tripped up for the tackle.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field. The DB just can't stay with him because of his speed. And as a result, they give up a big one.
And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. It is good. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Give to the running back. He breaks a tackle. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Looking for a gap. It's Alchuk. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Coming after it. Caught near the sticks. It's Anderson. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down. New set of downs after that completion. Going up top on 1st down. They're trying to get to it. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Wants to throw. It's Hawkins. Unloads to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
Pocket starts to collapse. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Sooners will punt this one away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
This offense has a 2nd down play. Right on target this time. He's running free down the middle. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
That's his 2nd sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him, let somebody else beat me, not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing me.
And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Operating in the red zone here on second down. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's got it and still on his feet. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try to knock through a short one, his 2nd of the day, this one from 23. It is perfect. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Cincinnati pulled out a win today on a day they clearly did not have their best. And that's a testament to those Bearcat players. That winning gene, I really believe it's a thing. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Looking to take a shot. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
Great play by the defensive back, showing you his variety of skills. His ability to turn the hips, his speed running downfield, turning his head to locate the football and then swatting it away. You just can't do it better.
It's caught. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Still on his feet at the 45. And they'll move the chains with the 1st down, but that might be it for the 3rd quarter.
And that's good enough for a 1st down.
We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor, both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. 1st down to start the drive after the break. He wants to throw. He'll take a shot. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming. How many times do you think they're going to run that one back in film study? Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's a penalty. That's a penalty. That's a penalty. It'll be a long film study for him. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Snags it. And he will score! Touchdown Sooners! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point 4th quarter lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Mississippi State, 13.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. They get him down after he makes the catch. Mississippi State going up tempo. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. He's looking to throw it. And the quarterback is snowed under.
This defense has taken the game over. They're winning the game in large part because of how dominant they've been up front and how good their pass rush has been.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Feeling some heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
They go to the ground. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Quarterback now breaking the field. At the 45 on his way. And he's finally forced out of bounds. Another first down, and he has just been running wild on this defense. Here's the handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Back to pass, it's Hawkins. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. After that huge play right back at him on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. He's going to pass. Trying to get to him. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. This offense tried to go right back to the well or right back to the air, and the defense was ready this time.
And a great response from the defense. You give up a big play.
Touchdown, Oklahoma! Reeled it in and just made the house call. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
Salt into her wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. And they stop the fourth down pass. The defense gets off the field.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better, right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And they had so much success moving the football down the field. Now you're a little bit stuck. Negative play, back-to-back. Got to get back to some of that stuff you did on this drive that you had success with.
They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. And the defense drags him down. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And he'll try to knock through a short one, his 2nd of the day, this one from 23. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger.
Mississippi State, 13.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Johnson. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Getting some heat. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety. So after giving up the deuce on the safety, now they'll be able to kick it away without a rush from the 20. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with the victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, Dave. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep...
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
I think if you're the head coach here, it's a bit of a mixed reaction to your passing attack so far in this game. You put up a bunch of yards throwing the football, you've lit up the scoreboard, but you've also given up 4 sacks. Pass protection has been a problem so far in this game.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Still on his... And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. The Sooners will line up to punt it away. Bring it out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. Great spot to start this drive for the offense. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Sooners are in the hurry-up.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Try to get it to the edge. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. It seems so inviting, trying to get the ball outside, but this defense is so fast, you just end up running sideways.
And when you don't have any misdirection or something else to look at before you pitch that ball on the perimeter, a lot of times those guys can play even faster. They can see it right now. Those safeties fly up, those corners fly up, outside backers fly up, and get in the play immediately.
Oh, the attempt is no good. Guys, after the missed field goal, the lead is still 23. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team